How are passed pawns used in chess combinations? Have you ever wondered how passed pawns can change the course of a chess game? Passed pawns are special because they have no opposing pawns blocking their way to promotion. This unique feature makes them powerful tools in chess combinations. Let's break down how they work and why they matter. First, the primary role of a passed pawn is to threaten promotion. When a passed pawn moves forward, it forces the opponent to react. They may need to use their king or rooks to stop it. This distraction can weaken their position elsewhere on the board, creating opportunities for you. Next, passed pawns can act as decoys. By pushing a passed pawn, you might lure an enemy piece into a bad position. For example, if you advance a passed pawn, it could force a rook to leave a critical square unprotected. This opens the door for a tactical strike in another area of the board. In endgames, passed pawns often requiring support from the king. Advancing the pawn while moving your king into action can create zugzwang scenarios. This means your opponent has no good moves left, putting you in a winning position. Creating a passed pawn through pawn majorities is a common strategy. For instance, if you have two pawns on one flank against one of your opponents, you can push forward to create a passed pawn. Sometimes sacrificing a pawn to clear a path for a passed pawn can lead to significant material gains. Combining a passed pawn with piece sacrifices can also be effective. For example, if you exchange a bishop for a knight that is blocking your passed pawn, you remove the obstacle. This allows your pawn to advance more quickly. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you have a passed pawn on the e-file. If your opponent's knight is blocking it, you might sacrifice a bishop to take out that knight. With the blockade gone, your pawn can advance. This forces your opponent's rook to defend passively, giving you a positional advantage. Timing is essential when pushing a passed pawn. If you advance it too early without support, you risk losing it. Make sure your pieces are coordinated to protect the pawn as it moves forward. Also, consider the opposition. Check if your opponent's king can intercept your passed pawn. Use the square rule to see if your pawn can reach the promotion square without help. Finally, passed pawns can help you create threats elsewhere. They can distract your opponent from weak pawns or an exposed king, allowing you to capitalize on those weaknesses. In winning material puzzles, passed pawns often become the center of combinations. They can exploit tactical motifs like pins or forks, turning positional advantages into material gains. Understanding how to use passed pawns effectively can greatly improve your chess game.